Hello, this is Dr. Jensen again. I realized today that we are already 2 weeks overdue with our video. That's how fast time's been going. And I thought horrifiedly, what am I going to talk about? There is so much to talk about, and really, though, we want to be more specific. But what came to my mind right away was living connectedly with our, what we call our higher self, or I call it spirit side, meaning everything that is unseen to us, but it's quite clear that some or other thing does exist. And so I thought, what can we talk about there in terms of what it takes for us to live more connectedly with what we think is some other world, and it really is the only world, and we are in a very dense frequency, or whatever people call it, that makes it so that we are blind, deaf, and dumb, like monkeys, to anything but our own immediate concerns. And so I thought, well, what are the tools we have to connect with anything like we call the higher worlds? And the thought of thought fields came to mind, how important it is that we learn how to control our thoughts and how to extend our fields of emotional and thought projections, so to speak. And also synchronicity, which is a different concept altogether, but it also helps us to notice, like the American Indians too, helps us to, they pay attention to that much more, so how at all times we are being guided by something unseen. It appears that is constantly in our environment and guides us to move forward into the right direction. And so we would like to know, how do we develop these are just two concepts, our thought fields and our emotional fields, let's say fear versus joy, or happiness versus anger, and how one thing collapses and attracts more misery, and one thing, no matter what, people always think I create miracles. I don't create miracles. I just hold the final result of what I want steady, and that we have to learn that. We have to learn how to hold that field against all odds, and then it does look as if we are making miracles happen. And when we learn to pay attention to the other idea of synchronicities, then also we'll be guided just as safely and surely as a child by its mother in our life, which is a beautiful feeling, to say the least. But anyway, I know that isn't a lot to say, but my husband is signaling me. But for now, I just want you to think about that, and I'm going to write a little something in my blog also about it, so that we can start thinking about it.